Time to talk about another person I hate. Many people from the FNAF community know him, and now in the Indigo Park community as well. Terrible creator called Theft King reviews games. They're not really reviews, just his own terrible opinion on what he's playing and justifying them. Many people hate him, and believe me, I'm in that hate club. But back on the topic at hand, he has made his own reputation worse. Indigo Park was a great game in my opinion. For a game that was made in a year and without much experience, I admit that Unique Geese has so much potential in this plot, but Theft King can't seem to see that. The game is in its first chapter and has a lot of work until it's completed. The graphics alone were amazing, I loved the music, and the voice acting and dialogue was genius. But Theft King over here thinks that making a game is so easy. Try making one yourself then, Theft. Let's see you try to make a plot and keep it going if you think everything is so below you. He literally said Indigo Park is a cash grab. When it was released, it was free, still is, and now any merch goes to funding the game's future chapters along with the official Kickstarter. Unique Geese needs the funds for the game and paying any people he takes on to work on the game. So no, Theft, you have no room to talk. Anyone who agrees with you is more brain dead than a rock. He already had hate over the Kane Carter Pop Ghost situation, which I don't know much information about, so I will not dwell on it. But he went after games like Bending the Ink Machine, Five Nights at Freddy's, and now Indigo Park. I've seen a few of his videos before I even knew about the drama. I hated the videos and never watched a video again. Instead of hate watching, I opted for secondhand content. Watching other people's videos for their opinions is just content I've always enjoyed. I overall love commentary, especially when it makes me angry because it's a decent emotional outlet for me. But when it comes to Theft King's content, it makes me angry for different reasons. Instead of hating the thing or the person the YouTuber's making the content about, I hated the YouTuber who made the content. It was the first time that happened to me. And soon after, I started getting recommendations on Theft King and his terrible commentary. And I agree with a lot of people when it comes to calling him out. I've heard about his addiction recovery and that he uses that as an excuse for so much. Yeah, addiction is hard to deal with. I come from a family of addicts from every side, and so far, I'm the only one who is fully clean of that same reputation. But even people recovering from addiction can be decent people. People with addiction could be decent even if they aren't sober. It's not very common in the media, but it can happen. The fact he hasn't changed even after quitting says a lot about him as a person. He's a manipulative man-child from everything I've seen, and so far have no real reason to defend him. He lied about other content creators and even lied about the situations he's in to work his way out of it. I've experienced the same thing with more than enough people, and I'm sick of that, even if it's not me who is going through it. He needs to be knocked down a peg somehow, but I doubt he would let that stop him. After all, he's still here even after all that he's exposed for, and doesn't show any signs of backing down. He brought in people who weren't involved and tried to take them down when they try to speak the truth. And he's only made things worse for himself. If he can't pull himself together, he better get therapy or something to improve himself. He'll run down his own channel to the ground, and I can't wait to see it burn.